Hey everybody, how you living? Hope you're alive and living color. Hope God is good to you as He's been good to me because you're watching EML77 TV, episode 343. That rhymes. What's going on, everybody? Well, the good news is I wasn't needed for jury duty today. I came in, sat down, but that's the case. But it's considered if you just sit down in the jury pool and wait, and you don't even though you don't get called upon, you are considered that's considered service. So I served, basically, in a way. So that counts as serving in the eyes of the court. So that's a good thing. All I had to do is sit down. I watched a video on how jury duty works and all that. Plus, watch a few episodes of Seinfeld while I'm waiting. Yeah, a little comedy could, ease the tension up there. And I want to thank the Fall River Justice Courthouse for accommodating myself and my fellow potential jurors out there. And even though we didn't get called upon, we weren't needed, so it's a good thing. So we say thank you for that. And I was supposed to sit there 8 to 12, and basically I was a few minutes late, but because I almost got lost. But I found my way, so that's good news. And not only that, after I left, I thought I was going to get lost trying to find the way back on the highway, but I knew where. So I took a couple of lucky turns. Like, hey, I know where I am. Okay. So once I did that, once I hopped back on the highway on 195, I was so happy. So it'll be back to the regular grind for me tomorrow, which is pretty good. And I get Saturday off, so a couple of days off will be nice and is nice. So. That way, all I can focus on is getting a couple of stuff online. As you know, I have a DC Talk shirt coming in. You don't know who DC Talk is? Google them. Trust me, you'll like them. And I got He-Man and She-Ra entire series DVD sets coming in. And I realized that the one that cost almost $400 for the He-Man one, it didn't just include the Filmation version, but it included the other versions nowadays. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. The 90s version and the 2000s version. So it's like, oh, all right. That's understandable. But the ones I'm buying now are just 50 some, a little bit over $50. Thank God. I'll buy both. I don't care. But plus NXT UK Takeover. On the last episode, I talked about whether or not the Rhea Ripley Piper Niven match was going to happen at Takeover Cardiff. No, it's not. It will be happening next week on NXT UK television on the WWE Network. Check that out. So you can disregard that matchup if you were watching the last episode. But today is August 28th. National Power Ranger Day. That's right, National Power Rangers Day. Where August 28th, 1993, 26 years ago, the Fox Network has debuted the 5 Teenagers with Attitude. Now, I figured, how can I pay tribute to that? Well, I usually do my top 10 lists, and I got my top, and I'm doing a double for you today. I have 2 of my personal top 10 favorite lists. One is dedicated to the series that started it all, that gave birth to Power Rangers. That would be Super Sentai. That started in 1975, still going on strong today in 2019. 44 years. Next year will be the 45th anniversary of Super Sentai. I can imagine what the next team's going to be. If they decide to do another one where their powers are still bet with teams of the past, it's going to get crazy. That's for sure. Not only that, that's one top 10 list. My personal top 10 favorites. Another top 10 favorites, my top 10 favorite Power Rangers seasons. And as you know, they're both different lists, so they're not lined up, so to speak. I'll tell you what I mean by that. And here they are. Let's start with the Sentai seasons since they first started, before Power Rangers in 1993. Check this out. Okay, number 10, Resha Sentai Tokuger. That's the train motive. There's one scene, though, I think it was in the beginning of first few episodes, where, let's just say the Megazord, let's just say it wouldn't be past the censors here in America. Let's say the Megazord would don't need the blue pill, if you know what I mean. If you guys watch that episode, you know what I'm talking about. That has not adopted to a Power Ranger season as of yet, but if they do, I'm sure they'll edit that out or do something with it. All right, number 9, Dobutsu Sentai Zyuoga. It's all about the wildlife, and so if you check out my Deviant art, I come up with some ideas with those who have not had a Super Sentai season as of yet, but some already, they came down to an official name. So I thought it was really cool, and the coolest part about it is the Sixth Ranger. The Sixth Ranger in this series of Zyuoga has 3 different animal powers with him. I thought it was really totally cool. All right, number 8, Zuden Sentai Kyuryuja. The first one on my list has been adapted to Power Rangers season. Power Rangers Dino Charge. Some of the stories are similar, but it's a little different. Different bad guy. Between now when the Lord Arcanon character is actually the main bad guy in Kyuryuja. All right, number 7. Another one has not adapted. Another of my favorite Super Sentai series has not been adapted to Power Rangers. Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. So like Power Rangers in space times 10. Imagine they should call this Power Rangers All-Stars. Imagine having a series like that, have all the best Rangers come together and have newfound powers like never before. And that'd be really cool. Power Rangers All-Stars, that'd be pretty cool. But imagine, who's going to play the robot bull? If they decided to make a human, have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because it was a Brahma bull back in the WWE days. Get it? Just kidding. Okay, so I thought that was a really cool series as well, and they had a Phoenix Soldier. I thought it was pretty cool as well. Number 6 is also adapted to a Power Ranger season. Choriki Sentai O-Ranger, which is adapted to Power Rangers Zeo, and the Gold Ranger has been named King Ranger, and the King Ranger was a kid, not a being split into 3, and the powers passed on to a former Ranger. That was pretty cool. Speaking of which, number 5 was the series that jump-started the worldwide phenomenon known as Power Rangers, and got us to know what Super Sentai is. Kyuryu Sentai Zyuranger. I hope I'm pronouncing these words right. And Zyuranger, started the Sixth Ranger thing, where, the coolest part about the Sixth Ranger in this one is that he was just an angry, vengeful warrior that wants revenge on his brother because his family's been destroyed and all that. And while in the Mighty Morphin version, obviously, Tommy was under an evil spell. But in this version, Zyuranger is that Tommy, not Tommy, the Green Ranger, the Dragon Ranger, Burai, passes away after the candle burnt out. While in the Mighty Morphin version, Tommy loses his powers. So, that proves that the Sentai series in Japan is a lot more extreme than our American Power Ranger version. And that's why people like it so much. All right, number 4, Hayakuju Sentai Gao Ranger. That's another one that's adapted into Power Rangers as Wild Force. I thought it was totally cool. I thought the Duke Org Loki or Roki storyline was even about as extreme as the Wild Force version of the Curse of Wolf Zenaku. I thought it was really cool. He had a pretty cool weapon too, a crescent blade. I think totally awesome. Number 3. Another Power Ranger adaptation for this one, Samurai Sentai Shikinja into Power Rangers Samurai. Using the kanji and writing it down and giving it power, I thought it was pretty cool. And all the Zords, they're pretty awesome. Number 2 is the current Sentai season running right now, but has not adapted yet. Kishi Ryu Sentai Ryu Soldier. It's like dinosaurs and knights. Need I say more? I thought that was pretty cool. And it was like it has many dinosaur robots to use and interchangeables. And the number 1 of my personal favorite top 10 Super Sentai season is Kaizaku Sentai Go Kaiser into Super Mega Force. The ability to transform into other Ranger teams of the past, need I say more? That's totally awesome. I thought it was the awesome moment. So this is my personal top 10 favorite Super Sentai seasons. Now, you know, there's another list on the right here. It's my top 10 favorite Power Rangers seasons. Well, it's a little different. It's not in alignment, so to speak, except for obviously number 1. Number 10, Jungle Fury. The reason why I like Jungle Fury is you learn, animal kung fu. And not only that, it has lots of great storylines in it. How the main bad guy is been redeemed after, actually, the young man whose spirit was possessed by the main bad guy was redeemed himself along with Camille. Jared and Camille. I thought it was really cool to see that, and have Casey, who was bullied by Jared at one point, reach out and learn. It's totally cool, and I thought it was lots of cool moments in there, of course, and having extra Rangers as Spirit Rangers, I think it was really cool too. I thought it was totally awesome. And I thought the characters are unique. I thought RJ is probably the most unique one. Has unorthodox methods. Running a pizza parlor, which I think that was really a cool thing. A cool headquarter base, so to speak. So I thought it was really cool. So I thought it was totally awesome. I think that's the only headquarter base so far in Power Rangers that has not been destroyed. I don't think. I think RPM's base. I know because most of the Power Rangers season's finale, their base gets totally destroyed, which is really, really, totally just. I think up until in late seasons that has not been happening. So I thought that was really cool. Number 9, Lightspeed Rescue. Very unique, very unique the way to go about, because this is the first season ever where the Rangers' identities get actually revealed. And I thought the Titanium Ranger storyline was nuts. You imagine the captain finds out that the Titanium Ranger's been wreaking havoc is his own son. I thought it was totally crazy at that point. And then you got the funny bit with Joel Rawlings, played by Keith Robinson, and Monica Lawrence, who played the lovely Miss Fairweather. That chemistry, who would have thought that those two would end up dating and getting married at the end? It's like, wow, it's like, dude, you're a Power Ranger. You got to focus on defending the Earth and not flirting with the scientists. I thought that was pretty hilarious. And that's a pretty hilarious storyline. Plus, they crossed over the Lost Galaxy Rangers. I think was totally cool. Number 8, Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Another of my favorites ones because some of the storylines were totally awesome. Like the father sacrificing himself, and found out that and found out that the Gold Ranger was actually his brother, and I was mind blown by something. It's pretty cool. So I personally think that's a heck of an idea, and I think it was really cool. And to find out, the Gold Ranger has to be a famous country singer in Summer Cove, and all these wild things, and plus the 25th anniversary episode where some of the Rangers get together, including the old school Red Ranger and Rocky. Cat has come back. TJ and all the other Rangers. Trent, and put some of the put all the mismatch of some of the Rangers from the Saban era, the Disney era, and Nickelodeon era. I think was totally cool. So, and you gotta include Jason David Frank. I know a lot of Power Ranger fans are starting to get sick of him. I'm not. I think he's totally cool. He always gives back to the franchise, always gives back to the fans. And that's what I like about Jason David Frank. I have a lot of respect for him at this point. Ain't doing anything. So, but in Beast Morphers, you're going to see Austin St. John make his return. I talked about that a few episodes ago. I'm really excited about that. So it's really, really cool. So Ninja Steel, number 8. Number 7, Wild Force. Another episode I liked, and another season I liked because the storylines were really, really cool. what touched me was the fact that what happened to Cole's parents, and how Dr. Adler became Master Org. Which, imagine, it's like I could have ended up like Master Org. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about, because imagine if you will, you're in love with somebody, okay, and all of a sudden, another person who you're supposed to be colleagues with beats you to the punch and asking her to marry him, and you want revenge, and all of a sudden, oh, we saw the remnants of Master Org, I'll eat these seeds and get my revenge. I mean, Dr. Adler was a psycho. Like I said, they did the reinforcements of the future with, Time Force, which I thought was really unique and really cool to see, how that came about. I thought it was totally awesome. Not only that, the Forever Red episode, come on, that's one of the most iconic episodes in my opinion of Power Rangers history, man. Seeing, Austin St. John back as Jason, I thought, oh, this is cool. The original Red Ranger's back. This is probably the most epic episode. It was the 10th anniversary, so I thought it was totally awesome. So that's why I picked Wild Force as one of my favorites. Number 6, Power Rangers Samurai, Super Samurai. One of my favorite episodes, the arrival of Antonio as the Gold Ranger. I thought it was totally cool. Just like in Shinkenger, the arrival of Genta, that was one of my favorite episodes. And see the return of Bulk in Power Rangers as well. So I thought, he was hilarious. Paul Schreier is a very funny dude. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's totally awesome. Number 5, Zeo. Loved Zeo. It's the first time ever the crossovers, when you have Alien Rangers and Zeo Rangers get together. And I thought it was pretty cool. Plus, Jason returning as the Gold Ranger, one of my favorites as well. The Gold Ranger theme song was pretty epic in itself, in my opinion. So I'm picking. That's why Zeo is at number 5 for me. Some of those episodes. Number 4, Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy was really, really cool. Outer space. You talk about all different storylines. How Leo lost his brother in the fight against Furio, and then his brother comes back. And the Magnum Defender, he takes over the mantle of the Magnum Defender, and the crossover with the In-Space Rangers for 2 episodes, even. I thought it was really cool. Corone becomes a Power Ranger in this one. I thought that was my favorite storylines. And yes, Serena Vincent is Maya, Hottie Central. I thought she was one of the most gorgeous women of all to be a Ranger. My gosh, Jungle Girls. Be still my beating heart. And Melody Perkins as Corone is gorgeous as well. So 2 equally gorgeous ladies become Power Rangers. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's why Lost Galaxy is at number 4. Number 3, In Space. Now this is one of the, they all thought this was the finale. All right. It was the 5th anniversary. Yeah, Adam returned for 1 episode. Justin returning for 1 episode as well. But the epic battle, Countdown to Destruction, the 2-parter in the end, is all out crazy. And then you got the Astronomer storyline where Andros finally finds out that she's Corone. And you got Zane who had a crush on her, and it was totally crazy episode. Crazy storylines in there. I liked it, and that's why I think In Space is one of my favorites at number 3. Number 2, the season that started it all, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Need I say more? A lot of favorite episodes came out of there for me. I like the return of an old friend when Tommy comes back as the Green Ranger, and then you get the second season when Tommy becomes the White Ranger, and then you got, it was totally epic. And the number one favorite Power Ranger season, just like Gokaiger, Super Mega Force, the ability to transform into Ranger teams of the past. Need I say more? So, there it is, a double portion honoring National Power Ranger Day. How cool is that? So, that's it. That's all the time we have on this show. God's blessings, life, love, and light to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Pay attention. You might learn something. And remember, speaking of Power Rangers, Jen Scott, played by Aaron Cahill, said this one time. We cannot change the past, but we can work for a better future. In this case, change our present situations, work for a better future. So that's it. So what's next on the docket? As you know, NXT TakeOver Cardiff is this Saturday. I've already made my picks and predictions. I had to do it ahead of time just in case. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this week to my best of my ability, and hopefully I can. Hopefully now with this jury duty thing over with, I don't have to worry about it for the next 3 years and focus on other things like I'm getting a T-shirt from eBay in. I'm getting 2 DVD sets, the entire DVD sets of He-Man and She-Ra, the Filmation version, in basically about a couple of months because we're almost done with August. And the weather's starting to get a little cooler out there. So, we'll see what happens. So, I'm going back to work tomorrow and just say, hey, cool beans. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Episode 343 is complete. I'll see you on episode 334. And to all the Power Ranger fans out there, happy National Power Ranger Day. See ya. Bye.